Hello, evening, Ruby.
Good evening, thầy.
Are you busy tonight?
Yeah, maybe
Maybe.
up to six.
Uh, okay. You forgot about our lesson.
No, I'm not. Just too sleepy.
I should sleeping. Okay, I understand. No problem. Maybe we just study 45 minutes and then you can go to sleep early. Okay.
Okay.
So today we will learn about speaking for photo comparison topic. And we will learn some vocabulary first. The first one is design technology.
Technology. Design and technology.
Thiết kế
Design
và công nghệ. Yes, design and technology. Can I ask you one question? So do you usually write down the new words?
Actually, no.
Okay, I see. It depends on the style. The next one, drama.
Drama.
Drama là mình có thể dịch là kịch cũng được, hoặc có thể là phim ảnh. Drama. Okay. So, do you know can you see the picture, the second picture?
Yes.
Do you know what are they about? It's a very famous literature, a famous drama.
I don't watch drama much. I
It's
think this.
Romeo and Juliet. I think so. Okay, the next one, art.
Art.
Yeah,
Art.
it's your friend. Đó là thế mạnh của em. Painting and drawing. Okay. Nghệ thuật. The next one is ICT.
Information and Communications Technology.
Okay, so the abbreviation for this phrases is ICT, Information and Communications Technology. Okay, thông tin và công nghệ. Thông tin và công nghệ giao tiếp. Okay, the next one.
Religious education.
Religious education. Giáo dục về tôn giáo. So, do you follow any religion, Ruby?
No, actually, I don't follow any religion.
So in your parents the same?
Yeah, they're all the same.
So in your family, you guys just pray for your ancestor?
No, we're not follow the Christian.
No, I mean ancestor, your tổ tiên á. Nhà em có thờ tổ tiên không?
Có này.
Thì thường mấy cái người thờ tổ tiên thì gọi là pray for ancestor. Nhà thầy cũng vậy, my family the same. Just pray for ancestor. Okay, so we will learn some phrases for speculating. Một vài cụm từ để nói lên sự dự đoán của mình. For example, the first one, it looks to me, or it doesn't look to me, each day, and then you give out your statement. For example, you can say like, it looks to me as if they love me. Nhìn có vẻ là như họ đang thích tôi vậy đó. Okay. The second one, they don't look as if, or they look as if they are. And then, or you can say they seem quite. For example, you see some person like drama, and you can say they seem quite into drama. They seem quite. What adjective we can put here? Tính từ nào phải bỏ vô đây ta? Ví dụ mình nói ai đó thích một cái gì đó. Love, lovable. Okay, so we can skip these phrases and then we will study. There is an example for you here. There are two people and they look fatigued and tired, and you can say they seem quite tired. Họ nhìn có vẻ là mệt mỏi đó. Okay, so can you read the sentences in the box for me?
So, some modal verbs you can use. First, must for positive deduction. He must be happy because he's smiling. Second is can't for negative deduction. He can't be going to school because he is not carrying books. And third, may, might, could for possibility. He could be telling her something she doesn't like. Words like perhaps or maybe.
So before you give out your speculating, you can say the fillers like perhaps or maybe. Những cái chuyện nào mà mình dự đoán một cách tích cực nó chắc chắn xảy ra. So they maybe have an evidence. You can use must. And for something that you have an evidence that that doesn't happen, you can use can. They can be or something. And the last situation is something 50-50. You can use may, might, or could. So do you understand about this?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. And this is a speaking part for you. So please look at the picture. Look at the photo A of students using their tablets below. Speculate about the questions below. Okay, I will show you the questions. Okay, so what subject is this?
The subject is science.
Why do you think so?
I think you can see the
boy.
the boy do something like I don't know what it's called.
Maybe he's trying to do an experiment, right? And how about the two girls? What are they doing?
I think they're observe and writing down something.
Writing down. And I think this is quite common situation in Vietnamese science class. Usually will be one student will do the experiment, and maybe there is a theory, or the teacher will provide students a theory, science theory, ask them to do the experiment, write down the experiment result and explain it based on the theory, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, in your school, what subject usually do experiment? Physics or chemistry or biology?
My school they don't do much about the experiments.
Or even for physics?
Not many.
Okay, I see. Maybe the way I was taught and the way you was taught different. Okay, the answer is science. And what has the teacher asked them to do? Okay, I have discussed about that. And what are they doing with their tablets? As you
Writing
said,
down.
nothing down. Okay. You can use the phrase like the teacher might have asked them to note down the experiment result to explain the science theory. Okay, like that. Okay, now I will play the audio for you to listen to a student describing a photo A. Does it agree with your ideas from exercise 1? Okay, you will listen and give out your answer, okay?
Okay.
Lesson 5G, exercises 2 and 3.
This photo shows 3 young students in a big field. It could be a science lesson. Their teacher might have asked them to do a project about the weather. The 2 girls are holding tablets, and the boy is checking a piece of equipment. It looks like something to do with measuring wind. The girls might be recording some results or measurements on their tablets.
So, okay. Does she agree with your ideas? Do you want to hear one?
I think she does agree with.
Do you want to hear one more time?
Yes, please.
Lesson 5G, exercises 2 and 3.
This photo shows 3 young students in a big field. It could be a science lesson. Their teacher might have asked them to do a project about the weather. The 2 girls are holding tablets, and the boy is checking a piece of equipment. It looks like something to do with measuring wind. The girls might be recording some results or measurements on their tablets.
So, what is your answer? What kind of exercise does the student describe?
Um,
Can you hear me clearly, Ruby?
yes, I can hear. I can hear you, but I don't understand what the meaning of the sentence.
Okay. My question is, can you tell me a student in a conversation have discussed about the picture, about the equipment. So can you tell me what the student have discussed about?
Wait, may I go to the restroom?
Of course, please.
Yes, thank you.
Ruby, did you come back?
I come back now.
Okay, luckily you come back. So back to the slide number 9. Okay, so you have already listened to the audio. Can you tell me what can you hear from the audio, and does the speaker agree with your idea from exercise 1?
I can hear that she say that is a science lesson. It's about the weather, and that equipment called a measuring wind.
Yeah, measuring wind equipment.
Yeah.
So she describe more specific, and she predict more about the situation of the picture. Okay, so we move on. So please listen again, and which of the phrases below does the candidate use for speculating? So please underline the phrase that the speaker used, okay?
Good.
Lesson 5G. Exercises 2 and 3.
This photo shows 3 young students in a big field. It could be a science lesson. Their teacher might have asked them to do a project about the weather. The 2 girls are holding tablets, and the boy is checking a piece of equipment. It looks like something to do with measuring wind. The girls might be recording some results or measurements on their tablets.
Okay, what can you hear? Which phrase does the speaker already use?
I think the third one.
Number 1, it looks to me, right?
No, I think the third, number 3.
Number 2,
3.
3. They look or they don't look like. Okay, let's check the answer. What? The answer doesn't have. So maybe we will listen one more time to check.
Lesson 5G. Exercises 2 and 3.
This photo shows 3 young students in a big field. It could be a science lesson. Their teacher might have asked them to do a project about the weather. The 2 girls are holding tablets, and the boy is checking a piece of equipment. It looks like something to do with measuring wind. The girls might be recording some results or measurements on their tablets.
Okay, your answer is correct. Look like the boy is measuring the wind. Okay, good. So we move on. So this is another picture, and please use the speculating phrases to describe the photo B. You have 1 minute to repair. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, time's up. Okay, Ruby, time's up.
So good. So good.
It's okay. I see the clock. You want 1 more minute?
I think I don't need.
Okay. So please describe it.
So in the picture, I can see the teacher must have introduced a new solar energy to students, or maybe a new experiment about science.
Hmm.
And the student might be very fun or excited about it.
And how about what can you see on the table? What can you see on the background? What might they are studying?
On the table, I can see the wind turbine,
The wind turbine, correct.
and behind, and as the background, I can see the rainy icon or something like, yeah, and the the wind turbine, I can see like the teacher draw it, how it's moved.
Right. So what are they learning about? The phrase for this one.
I guess is measurement wind.
I think it looks like that they are learning about renewable energy. Do you know renewable energy?
Yes, I know it.
It's sunlight energy, wind energy, water energy. Okay, and she's holding a solar panel. Okay, not solar energy. Okay,
Okay.
and the student looks excited about the lesson you described correctly. Okay, so we will move on to the next task. Who and where they are? They're in the classroom. Okay, and they are learning about the renewable energy. So here's the strategy. So can you read the strategy and explain back to me so I can see how you understand about that? Okay.
Okay, speaking strategy, where you have to compare and contrast photos. Try to find at least two things the photos have in common and at least two differences. Learn some key phrases for expressing the similarities and differences.
Okay, correct. Differences. So I think they write quite clear and doesn't need you to explain again. So we will learn some key phrases for this strategy. Okay. So key phrases in comparing two photos. And the first one, when you want to talk about a common thing, you can say the common theme in the photo is about
Science.
science. Anything else?
Um, Science. No, I think about the solar energy.
Solar energy or wind energy, because the first one also wind, the second one also about wind turbine. So you can say about wind energy, okay? And
Okay.
both photos show a
show
A science class, right?
some
Scientific class.
wind measurement. I'm not sure about the measurement equipment.
Yes, maybe yes. It looks like that box photo shows a wind measurement. Okay, that's good. And in the first photo, and whereas in the second photo, okay, how you will speak this sentence?
Whereas
You can use the phrase like this. In the first photo, it looks like that, blah blah blah. Whereas in the second photo, it looks like that is they are blah blah blah. Yeah, you use the speculating phrases as well.
so it's the same or the different, I don't know. Whereas.
Okay, let me give you an example. In the first photo, it looks like that they are learning outdoor, whereas in the second photo, they are studying indoor. Okay.
Ồ, đứng giữa hai trái cỏ.
Okay, the second one. Oh no, the fourth. I recommend you to talk about the attitude of the students.
The fourth, like the second photo, the first photo doesn't show the.
Discuss about the version, please. Okay, how many people can you see in the first picture and how many can you see in the second? Who was absent in the picture?
Unlike the second photo, the first photo doesn't show the amount of people.
I think you can say that unlike the second photo, the first photo doesn't show the teacher or the instructor. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear that yeah, with the maybe I think the first photo like in the secondary level, while the second photo in the primary level. You can, how about the last sentence? How you would say this one?
Second photo. In the second photo, there are learning indoors rather than outdoors. In the like the picture, not like the first photo.
Yeah, learning more learning indoor rather than outdoor. Okay, good. So we move on to see. So their photos A and B show what? Wait a moment. So their photos, which of the three posts does he forgot to mention? So you need to listen and choose the answer. Okay.
Okay.
Lesson 5G. Exercises 5 and 6.
The common theme in the photos is education. Both photos show a lesson of some kind, and in both photos there are 3 students. They look quite young, so they're probably primary school students. In the first photo, the students are outside, whereas in the second photo they're in a classroom. There might be other students in the same classroom, but we can't see them in the photo. It looks like a typical classroom in a primary school. There are lots of pictures and charts on the walls, and it's quite colourful. Unlike the second photo, the first photo does not show the teacher. In the second photo, they're listening to the teacher rather than looking at tablets.
Do you think the students are finding their lessons interesting?
Interesting? Yes, I do. Not all of them seem very excited, but they look to me as if they're concentrating and happy, so they must find it interesting. And it's really important to enjoy lessons at school, because if you enjoy it, you learn better. If you aren't enjoying a lesson, you often stop concentrating, and then you learn nothing.
So, okay, question answer. Ruby, are you still there? You want to listen one more time?
I think he forgot to mention the why he wouldn't force students to enjoy lesson.
Why it's important for students to enjoy the lesson? Why do you think so? There's not, you cannot hear. They speak about the third one, about the importance of students to enjoy lesson. Okay, I will play the audio one more time for you to hear, because I think this is important for your listening skill. They will not directly say this sentence. They will paraphrasing it.
Lesson 5G, exercises 5 and 6.
The common theme in the photos is education. Both photos show a lesson of some kind, and in both photos there are 3 students. They look quite young, so they're probably primary school students. In the first photo, the students are outside, whereas in the second photo they're in a classroom. There might be other students in the same classroom, but we can't see them in the photo. It looks like a typical classroom in a primary school. There are lots of pictures and charts on the walls, and it's quite colourful. Unlike the second photo, the first photo does not show the teacher. In the second photo, they're listening to the teacher rather than looking at tablets.
Do you think the students are finding their lessons interesting?
Interesting? Yes, I do. Not all of them seem very excited, but they look to me as if they're concentrating and happy, so they must find it interesting. And it's really important to enjoy lessons at school, because if you enjoy it, you learn better. If you aren't enjoying a lesson, you often stop concentrating, and then you learn nothing.
So what's your answer, Ruby?
I think he forgot to mention the typical school subject primary school, primary level.
Okay. Yes, answer is correct. And he said that when the student enjoy the lesson, they remember the lesson better, right?
Yes.
Okay. So here, so this is the note-taking skill. Khả năng viết số của em á. Listen again and what is the missing word in each of the phrases below. So I highly recommend you to use a paper and a pen to write down, so it would be more easier, because maybe in here you speak fast, you are not enough, don't have enough time to type down on the screen. Okay, do you need time to prepare a pen and a paper, or you want to type directly on the screen?
Maybe directly to screen.
Okay, I will play the audio now.
Lesson 5G, exercises 5 and 6.
The common thing in the photos is education. Both photos show a lesson of some kind, and in both photos there are 3 students. They look quite young, so they're probably primary school students. In the first photo, the students are outside, whereas in the second photo, they're in a classroom. There might be other students in the same classroom, but we can't see them in the photo. It looks like a typical classroom in a primary school. There are lots of pictures and charts on the walls, and it's quite colourful. Unlike the second photo, the first photo does not show the teacher. In the second photo, they're listening to the teacher rather than looking at tablets.
Do you think the students are finding their lessons interesting?
Interesting? Yes, I do. Not all of them seem very excited, but they look to me as if they're concentrating and happy. So they must find it
So all your answer is correct. All
The
answer.
Bluetooth is
Congratulations. Very good. Okay, so we will move on. This is the transcript. I think this one is not difficult for you. And in order to introducing opinions, there are some phrases like, in my opinion, in my view, I think, blah, blah, blah. Or you can use the adverb like, personally, I think, blah, blah, blah. And you can say, for me, or according to me. The important thing is, blah, blah, blah. Okay? The way I see it is, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Do you understand all these phrases?
yes, I understand.
I think these one are quite useful for you in the daily conversation. Okay. Task number 7. Answer these questions below. Use evidence from the photos if possible. So you have 2 minutes to prepare for 2 questions. And after 2 minutes, please answer your questions, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thumbs up.
Okay.
Okay, the first question. Do you think using smartphones and tablets is a good way for students to learn?
I think using smartphone and tablet is a good way for students to learn. But if they know how to use them một cách hợp lý là gì thầy?
A reasonable way or suitable way. Or you can,
if-
I Okay, you keep saying.
If they know how to use them in a suitable way.
Or you can say how you in an appropriate way, or how to use them properly. Okay, you know these phrases. Appropriate or properly là một cách hợp lý, một cách đúng đắn.
I think I know that.
What? Can you say that again?
I think I know that word, but let me think.
Okay. Can you give out your evidence to support your answer?
Some evidence from the photo.
Yeah. Because when you speak, evidence will make your statement stronger.
The girls in the picture, they're using tablet for writing down or searching for something about the experiment or the lesson.
Okay. So I have one comment for you. So, for example, in the question they ask, do you think using, let me underline it. Smartphone, tablets, good way, learn. Okay. When you hear the questions, in order to make the examiners think, or to let the other think that you have the range amount of vocabularies, you should paraphrase the questions and answers and give out your evidence to support. Give an example. Here you can say, I think using cell phones. You know cell phones
Yes.
and tablets. I don't know how to paraphrase tablets. Is effective method. Yeah, you can paraphrase good way to effective method for students to study. Okay,
Okay.
I think you don't need to paraphrase all the question. Just some some keywords is enough. But it can impress the seminar. That is one tips that I learned before. Okay, please go on with question number 2. Do you think it's impossible to learn without a teacher, and why?
I think it might be possible and impossible to learn without a teacher.
Can you say your answer one more time? I did not hear clearly.
I think it's possible and impossible to learn without a teacher.
Okay. And then?
I think it's possible if the student yeah,
The students are.
if they know how to concentrate or study it wisely,
Mm.
and the impossible that if the student got distracted from other things, I guess, make them can't learn anything about the subject or the lesson.
Mm. For example, at the primary level, without a instructor, without a student for the kids, they will not able to know how to use the tablets to use the phones to search for information. So I think at the primary level, with the teacher, the student can learn faster and better. Yeah, that's the way you can give out your example. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that is all for today's lesson, and I will give you some exercise. So can I show the slide and you will capture it? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's perfect. There's still some slide left, but we don't have enough time for this. And the rest of the exercise that's not so important. Okay, please capture this one. Okay, are ready?
Wait. Okay. I'm done.
Okay, I will also need to capture it and send to the group. So the next time I study with you, I will look at it and remember to check. Okay, so that's all for today's lesson. I hope that you can learn some tips, some phrases to use in your speaking part and also in your daily life to make you sound more natural. Okay, and that's all. Thank you for joining my lessons. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Okay.